prior to this jumper damage, can you tell your customers whether there's a challenge ECG has in their system that is creating these problems? Because the outages are too rampant. And if you listen to the energy minister who spoke last week, whilst the finance minister was going to present the budget, he even made mention of the fact that there's what they call, they inherited a weak transmission system in the Ashanti region, and so customers should bear with them. Take a listen to the energy minister when he was speaking last week. Take a listen.
As we speak today, WAPCO has curtailed gas supply to 60 SCAF because of our outstanding liability. How we can deal with some of these issues, and more importantly, how to reduce the mountain debt stock and ultimately reverse the trend and turn the sector around. That this budget is a budget that will resolve some of the problems we are engaged currently, some of the challenges confronting us, and I have every confidence that the Honourable Atofose will deliver.
Honourable, the surety we are getting from you today is that we are not having any problem with supply issue that is resolving in some, call it dumsor or call it whatever name you want to call it, that are still fueling people pushing for some timetable, Honourable.
No, this is the supply situation today. As you can see, supply outlook March 11. Demand and everything, and you can see it. No load management will be required during the period. It's here. This is the official report I get on a daily basis. And so we are not shedding load. There is no load shedding. And so you cannot publish a load shedding timetable when you are not shedding load. Admittedly, we've inherited a very weak system. The transmission grid is very, very weak. And so the least opportunity, you see some areas going off, which means that we need to strengthen the grid. We need to improve the primary substations, inject more substations, especially around the Kumasi enclave.
So you heard that bit there. What does it mean by the weak transmission system? What does it mean?
No, I think the minister was categorically clear. He never mentioned that there's a weak transmission system in Ashanti.
He said that they have inherited. Ben, if I may.
Okay,
I played the sound. I have sent it to you, earlier on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He says that they have inherited a weak transmission system, especially in the Kumasi enclave.
No, that wasn't what he said. He said we need to do more injections, especially within Ashanti. And he was making reference to the recently commissioned. Did
you listen to the sound bite I played for you? Or you want me to or you want me to play it again?
Sure, you can repeat it. Yeah. Hello.
Hold on, I'm playing it for you.
Yes, you can even
bear with us. It's a very tight, difficult situation we've inherited. We require a bit of time to be able to resolve. And a hugely indebted system. IPPs are threatening to cut power supply. WAPCO is already very, very weak. And so the least opportunity, you see some areas going off, which means that we need to strengthen the grid. We need to improve the primary substations, inject more substations, especially around the Kumasi enclave and Ashanti.
Did you get that?
Yeah, he said inject more substations, especially around.
He said they have inherited a weak transmission system. They need to improve on their grid and all that, and especially in the Kumasi enclave. And that's what I played for you. So what is the challenge? When he talks about the weak transmission system, what does he mean?
No, Dave, hold on. He mentioned, I can only speak to the Ashanti region bit. What he mentioned was trying to give a national picture of everything.
Did you hear him mention Kumasi?
The minister, come again.
Did you hear him mention Kumasi, especially in Kumasi?
Yeah, he mentioned Kumasi that we need
especially in Kumasi. Yes.
Yes, we need to improve more substations. And I'm sure that, I don't know if you watched his interview when he went to Parliament to speak on everything.
I watched it on television when he was speaking to George Riafe.
And I think he attributed the recent outages to the 40 cables that we discussed earlier. He even mentioned that Gridco has commissioned the 145 MVA. So when he talked about commissioning or injecting more substations in Ashanti region, yes, he was making reference to one, the Gridco 145 MVA transformer, two, ECG constructing a sub-transmission line all the way from Aomasu to airport, and three, the Obuasibo supply point, which has been ready, and tomorrow it will be commissioned as well. And I don't know if you are aware, the minister will be coming to town to inspect all this.
That is not my problem. My problem is the situation we have on hand, because the minister also rightly mentioned that we owe the IPPs 80 billion or so. He talked also about the fact that WAPCO has cut supply of gas. You understand? So are all these not creating a problem in the system for the Ashanti region?
But I think, David, the minister went on to say that we are not shedding load. The supply and demand situation as we speak, everything is okay. When you look at it, everything was okay. He even mentioned that they had paid some $35 million to ENI and other gas producers as well. So I would want to focus on what happened yesterday. Because yesterday's issue is what has brought some sort of inconvenience to our customers.
And I'm also saying to you, Ben, forgive me, that even before yesterday's, outages, we've had a couple of outages in the system.
So, and I would be grateful because when you talk of yesterday's issue, it's different from what has happened recently. Because yes, we admit that there are some pockets of outages. For example, customers around the Ampara Kutri areas, and also customers around Barricades.
And those are not the results of a jumper fault from Gridco, are they?
Come again?
Those are not as a result of a jumper fault from Gridco's end.
No, yesterday's issue is what I've attributed to the jumper fault from Gridco. But then the areas that I've mentioned, for example, the Barricades stretch, last week during the heavy downpour, a roofing sheet just interfered with our sub-transmission line around Bremen West. When it happened like that, onto the conductor was restrung by a cable maintenance team or alliance maintenance team. The customers were up. So those are one-off issues. But yesterday's issue, in fact, actually affected a larger scale of customers. And that is what this morning, as we speak, the Gridco engineers are on site. ECG engineers are also on standby, making sure once Gridco resolve the challenge at their end, we'll be able to restore power supply to our church. So
Ben, do you also appreciate the fact that with these outages and how rampant they are, sometimes coming with high voltages, do you appreciate the fact that it can even cause fire outbreaks?
Hello?
I'm saying that do you appreciate that with these outages, how frequent they are within, let's say, a space of 1 hour, and how high voltages that come and goes off, it can create fire outages?
It depends. It's not custom to, but it depends. For example, when you are putting up your building, that is why per the LI 2008, you are supposed to engage the service of a certified electrical wiring professional. Once that person is doing the work, that person enables you to have some protection devices in your house. Because if there is a fire outbreak in your house and then the investigation reveals that it's a result of an electrical fault, you hold that electrician responsible. But many times we find that most of our customers or some individuals, the fact that I know this person has completed a technical school, he has completed a technical university, he can do the wiring, and they go engage him. But before you get the license to become a certified electrical wiring professional, there are some basic training and then tests that you go through.
But that is why you have also advised that they follow on the Energy Commission to do some of these things before you even give them meters.
Yep.
Ben, I hear you.
That is what we do.
Ben, I hear you. Ben, I hear you. The people of Kumasi have listened and they have formed their own thoughts as to the responses you've given. Delali Atias is right here with me, the Citizens of Love 99.5. Delali, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, David. Good morning.
You
good
live
morning.
in the prime area, so I don't know whether...
Yesterday, all the prime areas were affected, Charlie. It's me. My problem is that if it's going off, fine. Let it go off. But that's 30 minutes off, 20 minutes on, 30 minutes off, 20 minutes off is sickening.
Can you imagine if you're not home? And you have maybe your chest freezer, your refrigerator, or your something on, and this is happening. If you're
putting it off, put it off. But this on and off thing, you're spoiling people's electrical gadgets. You are doing that, and we can't take any action against the ECG for all of these things. And Charlie, they have to.
Only the process.
From all that he said, nothing convinced me from all that he said. We are going to continue experiencing all these kind of things. And Charlie, the better they sort it out, the better it is for the
for all of us, huh?
For everyone, because this one, no. It's a no.
What beats my mind?
It's a no.
Ghana is 68 years, Dela.
It's a no.
We have this problem, and we've not been able to fix this problem for over 8 years.
Every day something.
We're talking about accidents on our roads. Look at the Kumasi Accra road. How many kilometers? 248 or something.
I'm tired of it.
We have been constructing this road. We have not been able to complete it over how many years? What is really wrong with us?
Well,
we're not fixing our problems. And we know the problem, but we're always singing the same song. And then they come and make promises to us. Oh, give us opportunity and we'll help you. We'll fix it. And you're not fixing anything.
Well, we will see. Okay. We'll see how it goes. But if it's going to continue like this, then maybe they will have to bring us the how do you call it? The timetable so that we are free.
Because the timetable
this kind of thing that is happening where you don't know. Charlie, yesterday at a point in time, I stopped watching the Barcelona Atletico Madrid match because in 10 minutes, it's on. By the time, the DSTV it will boot for a while before it will come. By the time you start watching and making progress like some 10 minutes, then it goes off again. So, I mean, what's that? What's that?
And the most painful aspect of this whole thing is when you have lights and you don't have lights and the other side has lights.
Yeah.
And then it's oftentimes the case, and I've reported to the ECG so many times. When I stand out on my company, I can see the MENA area. They always have lights on.
Yeah.
So even if there's a timetable, they will know that, okay, today I'm off. Tomorrow they will be off.
I prepare myself.
Tomorrow they will be off.
If I won't sleep home, I won't sleep home.
Let's talk sports. Across we're beating yesterday.
Yeah, House of Folk were beating, and Liverpool were also beating in the Carabao Cup final.